up, everybody? Today, we are back, and today, regular season's over. Time to kick off the playoffs, everybody. Playoffs are kicking off today. Of course, you already know, I got the sheet of games and info. Let's get started. Basically, here's what's up. If you are a fan of these teams, that means your team made the playoffs, and if your team is not one of these teams, they're out, and I will not be talking about them for the rest of the year, probably, because they're out of the playoffs, so won't be talking about your team for the rest of the year. Teams that made the playoffs include Indianapolis Colts, Buffalo Bills, Los Angeles Rams, Seattle Seahawks, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Washington football team, Baltimore Ravens, Tennessee Titans, let me read this backwards, Chicago Bears, New Orleans Saints, Cleveland Browns, Pittsburgh Steelers. Those are the 6 teams. Nope. Those are the teams that are playing this weekend. Also included Green Bay Packers, Kansas City Chiefs. If one of those, let's think, if one of those 8 teams is your teams, no. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If one of those 14, whoops, I threw my pen. Okay, this video is not going the way I thought. If one of those 14 teams is yours, that means they're in the playoffs. Congratulations. My team is not. As you can see, the Vikings are out. Didn't really expect them to make it. But at least they put up a good game yesterday. So here we go. If you're a fan of the Chiefs or Packers, your team got a first round bye. Congratulations to you guys. Congrats to the Packers, congrats to the Chiefs for all your success. Your team has a first round bye. They will not be playing this week, and therefore I will not be talking about them this week because they're not playing, but they're in the playoffs. Won't be talking about the Chiefs and Packers. But I'm going to get it started right here. Game 1, first game of the week. Indianapolis Colts and the Buffalo Bills, taking place on Saturday, aka January 9th, beginning at 12:05 p.m. my time, 1:05 Eastern. The channel is CBS. The announcers, Ian Eagle, Charles Davis, Evan Washburn are the announcers for that game. Ian Eagle, personally, he's actually one of my favorite announcers. Even though the game's on CBS, I'm a fan of Fox because I'm just used to Fox because I'm a fan of an NFC team. So they host Fox, or Fox hosts them. So I'm more used to Fox announcers, but Ian Eagle is one of my favorite CBS announcers. Ian Eagle, Tony Romo, Jim Nantz, they're a good crew, and then, what's his name, Kevin Harlan. Those are my 3 favorites on CBS. So I'm excited to see Ian Eagle. The location of the game, Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, where the Buffalo Bills play. So, Colts are coming off a destruction against, not they got destroyed. They destroyed the Jaguars. Pretty easy win for the Colts. Took it home against the Jaguars. They had a chance to clinch the AFC South, but they didn't because the Titans won. Bills are coming off a slaughtering of the Dolphins. They wrecked them, and for this game, Colts defense is good. Colts offense is also pretty good, but overall, do I see the Colts as a possible Super Bowl contender this year? No, I don't really see the Colts as a Super Bowl contender. And could this be Phillip Rivers last year? We don't really know. But then we've got the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, those guys, they are, I would call them, in the entire AFC, they are the team I would best pick to represent against the Chiefs, would be the Buffalo Bills. So, I'm going to have to go with the Buffalo Bills. The Bills are just a better team overall. If you watch any of their games, they're just a great team to watch. Stephon Diggs, he popped off, and he has been popping off for the past how long. You're welcome to Bills fans for Diggs. So yeah, Diggs has been doing great. Josh Allen's been doing great. Rivers has been doing good too. But overall, the better matchup here would be the Buffalo Bills. I'm going to go with the Buffalo Bills over the Colts. Los Angeles Rams taking on the Seattle Seahawks. This game is taking place also Saturday, January 9th at... Oh, I never said Happy New Year to you guys. Happy New Year. This is the first video of 2021 for me. So Happy New Year, everybody. This game is taking place 3:40 p.m. Central, my time, 4:40 Eastern. Channel is Fox. The announcers are everyone's favorite. Just kidding. I do not like Joe Buck personally, but I don't need to say anything more. Joe Buck, Troy Aikman, Aaron Andrews, Tom Rinaldi. The announcers for this game on Fox. Location, Lumen Field, Seattle, Washington, which is where the Seahawks play. Rams are coming off a win, even with their backup quarterback against the Cardinals. Rams and Cardinals, neither team looked great in that game. Rams won the game, kind of surprisingly, I guess, but only really because Kyler Murray was out for like 3/4 of the game. So Rams won, but barely. I would not see the Rams as a great team if they played like they did last week. Seattle Seahawks, on the other hand, played pretty good, and overall this season they have been playing good. Throwback to the very, very beginning of the season. Anyone remember all the way back in the beginning of the season when I said that the Seattle Seahawks were going to be in the Super Bowl against the Chiefs? Is it going to happen? I don't really think so, to be honest. I have a different team that I would see in the NFC more than the Seahawks at this point in the season. Seattle Seahawks and the Rams, overall, personally, I'm going to have to pick the home team again. I'm going to have to go with the Seattle Seahawks for this game. To me, the Seahawks are just the better matchup, and I feel like the Seahawks should have the better team for this game. Next up, moving on, number 3, Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Washington football team. Game is on Saturday night at 7:15 p.m. my time, 8:15 Eastern. Channel is NBC. Announcers Mike Tirico, Tony Dungy, Catherine Tappan are the announcers on NBC for this game. Location, FedEx Field, Landover, Maryland, not Michigan. For this game, Buccaneers are coming off a destruction. Also, they destroyed the Falcons. Washington is coming off a pretty nice but close win last night against the Eagles they played. Good win for Washington. They were able to clinch the NFC West in a playoff opportunity. But who's the better team for this one? Pretty easy choice. Not going to pick the home team this time. Tampa Bay Buccaneers should be able to take this game pretty easily. Tom Brady and the Bucs have been looking pretty good lately. In Washington, they won the division, but they're not super great. I don't think Washington should be able to win this game. Buccaneers should be able to take this one on Saturday night. Make sure my camera is still running, everybody. Oh, camera's on. We're good. Game number 4, kicking it off on Sunday now. Those were the 3 Saturday games. Now, it is on to Sunday. On Sunday. First Sunday, January 10th, 2021. Time, 12:05 my time, 1:05 Eastern. The channel... Oh, I didn't even say the game. Baltimore Ravens taking on the Tennessee Titans. And boy, is this going to be a good game. Channel is ESPN, also broadcasted on ABC. The announcers, Steve Levy, Brian Grease, Louis Riddick, Lisa Salters. If there are any announcers that I say their name wrong, I'm sorry. I'm not a professional. So we got the Monday Night Football crew from ESPN out here for this game. Location is Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. This game, it's going to be a good game. Ravens are coming off a destruction against... They also destroyed. This time it was the Bengals, I believe. Can't fact check, but I believe it was the Bengals. Actually, just kidding, I can fact check right here. Hold on. I can fact check it, because I actually still have my old sheet here from week 17. Ravens. It was a late game. Nope. Ravens was an early game. Yep. So I gotta look in the early game slots to see it. Ravens versus Bengals. I was right, it was the Bengals. Ravens played the Bengals. They absolutely destroyed them, which I kind of expected, to be honest. Ravens are now sitting pretty at number 5 in the playoffs. Even when no one thought they were really going to make it, they rebounded, and they've come back very nicely. Tennessee Titans took an AFC South championship yesterday. What a game against the Texans. I was actually watching it up here. After the one game ended, they had a bonus coverage on CBS, so I got to watch the rest of that game. That was a good one between the Texans and Titans. Texans were already out of the playoffs, but the Titans won it. Unbelievable game. The Texans came down. No. When it turned on, Texans had the lead. Looked like the game was over. The Titans went downfield scored a touchdown. No. Forget what I just said. I don't remember how it happened, but what I do know is that there was a Hail Mary and a field goal off the post and into the uprights to win it for the Titans. What a game. Titans took the win, and Titans clinched the AFC South. Ravens, obviously, I already said that they destroyed the Bengals. Titans are coming off their close win against the Texans. Titans didn't Derrick Henry run for like 200 and something yards. It was unbelievable. Derrick Henry, best running back in the NFL in my opinion, not Dalvin Cook biased, everybody. Dalvin Cook is not the best. Props go to Derrick Henry for me. But that doesn't matter for this game. Honestly, it's a close one between the Ravens and Titans. Ravens have been looking good recently. They've been demolishing teams. But then again, the teams that they have demolished aren't super great. But then the Titans put up a good fight yesterday. Titans took home the AFC South, and Derrick Henry, what a game for Derrick Henry. For this game, despite how well the Ravens have been going, their playoff hopes are going to end right here. I'm going to go with the Tennessee Titans to take the win on this game. Going to be a close one. Going to be a close early Sunday game. My boys out on ESPN are going to have this one, but Titans, I'm just going to give the Titans over the Ravens, even though this should be a good game. Ravens are good. Titans are good. I'm going to give it to the Titans. Game number 5, Chicago Bears at the New Orleans Saints. This is on Sunday, January 10th, 3:40 p.m. Central, 4:40 Eastern. Game is on CBS. Announcers Jim Nantz, Tony Romo, Tracy Wolfson, the announcers for CBS. Location, Mercedes-Benz Superdome in Louisiana. Here we go. Bears are coming off a loss against the Packers. Only reason the Bears are in the playoffs is because the Rams beat the Cardinals, which kicked the Cardinals out and put the Rams in at number 7. Between these two teams, the Bears aren't super great, but they've been looking better since they struggled. Obviously, everyone knows about that 6 or 7 game losing streak. They struggled a lot, and now they've been playing a lot better since then, including that win against the Vikings. New Orleans Saints absolutely destroyed the Panthers, and they were without all their running backs. If Alvin Kamara's back, did you guys see what he did in Week 16 against the Vikings? Vikings run defense, we already knew was bad, but he wrecked them. So, not much to say here, but this game should be a blowout. Saints are going to be able to take this one. Again, the game's on CBS. I already said that. Jim Nantz and Tony Romo. Between the Saints and Bears, though, Saints are a lot better of an overall team than the Bears. Bears are still pretty good, but Saints should be able to take this one. Saints, if they win this game, I will be so happy for you that you can finally bust out of your first round playoff troubles. Are the Bears going to be the upset of the year? Obviously, are the Bears going to be the upset of the year like the Vikings did last year in the wild card? No. Vikings last year were better than the Bears are this year. Just saying. That's my thoughts. So I'm going to give this one to the Saints. Last but not least, Game 6, final game of the week. Cleveland Browns versus Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday, January 10th. Time, 7:15 my time, 8:15 Eastern. Game is on NBC, Sunday Night Football, hosted by Al Michaels, Chris Collinsworth, Michelle Tafoya, the regular A crew for NBC. Game is at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. These two teams played each other last week. That's the ironic thing. Browns and Steelers played each other last week, but the game was in Cleveland. This time it's in Pittsburgh. Browns overall played pretty good. Browns did very good. They took the win, obviously. That clinched them a playoff spot, the Browns. Browns honestly almost lost to the Steelers, and the Steelers didn't even play a lot of their starters. But the Browns took the win. They took it, and that's all that needs to be said. Pittsburgh Steelers, obviously, they lost to the Browns by 2 points. Ben Roethlisberger was sitting, and they started Mason Rudolph at quarterback. Steelers weren't super great, but they almost won even with the backups. For this game, Browns almost didn't even make the postseason. If the Steelers would have won that game, the Browns would have been kicked out, and the Dolphins would have taken their spot. For this game, as bad as I want to pick the Steelers, because Steelers almost won with backups yesterday, I'm going to go with the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns' 18-year postseason streak it has ended. And are they going to win their first game back? Take it from me. Yes, sir, they will. Cleveland Browns take the win on Sunday night against the Steelers. It's going to be a good game on NBC. Al Michaels with the coverage. Chris Collinsworth. Good game. People might be here. Just kidding. I don't know who they are. That's going to do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I should probably go figure out who that person is. That is going to do it for this one. Colts versus Bills on CBS. First game, picking the Bills. Rams versus Seahawks on Fox. Second game on Saturday. I'm picking the Seahawks. Buccaneers versus Washington. This is the third game and final game on Saturday on NBC. I'm going to pick the Buccaneers. Game 4, Ravens versus Titans. Probably my favorite game out of the entire weekend. This game is on ESPN, ABC. Personally, I picked the Titans, but it's going to be a close game. Second game of Sunday, Bears versus Saints. Personally, that game is on CBS. Again, we got Jim Nantz, Tony Romo, and the guys. I'm going to go with the Saints to win this one. And last but not least, Browns at Steelers. Game on NBC with Al Michaels, Chris Collinsworth. Personally, I'm going to go with the Browns. That is going to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I did not talk about the Chiefs or Packers because they clinched a first-round bye. But next week they will be talked about, and I will talk about them. Not yet, though, because they have a bye and they're not playing this weekend. Thank you guys so much for watching. Football on, everybody. Keep going. Keep sitting on that couch. Keep watching football. And we'll keep seeing if my predictions are correct. 6 games this weekend, about to turn into 4 next weekend. Thanks for watching. Be sure to leave a like and share it if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. That car is actually gone, so I don't need to worry about it. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe, peace. Have a good night, everybody. Happy New Year.